2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion.
And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They're bringing heat. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Looking for a gap. It's Love. Tackle is made after the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Paging George D. Burnell. Paging George D. Burnell.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Let's go. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. If they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Diving for the score. He loses the football. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. First down here for the offense. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's King. Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 12, Notre Dame 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. Stopped after making the catch. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Back open in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll immediately call timeout. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Feeling some heat. He's right on target. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They're backed up in their own end, and they need 7 on second down from the 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Slings it downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A little screen to the running back. At the 45 on his way. Stumbled to the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Immediately fires to the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, he'll fire. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's King. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover, trying to strike and keep them real.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia Tech 12, Notre Dame 0.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here come the Irish back on offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Dropping back, it's Leonard. Makes the grab on the left. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Haynes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Wants to throw. It's King. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Is successful and makes the score. Notre Dame 15, Georgia Tech 12.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5.
Going over the top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Dropping back, it's Leonard. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And with that tackle, that will probably do it for this quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 22, Georgia Tech 12.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to throw, it's King. Finds his back in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. He's going to run it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
He marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range.
George D. Burdell.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. And they'll take a knee. They'll line up for a second down play. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the running back.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense.